Good afternoon, everyone. The topic for today's lecture is India as a superpower. So, a superpower is a country that exerts a very good dominance all over the world and which has the capability to exert their influence and project power worldwide. And this can be done through the diplomacy, defense, economy, technology, and cultural strength as well. So, if I'll talk about the economy, we all know that India is the fifth largest economy in the world, and as per the reports, India is going to be the third largest by the year 2030. And in our economy, agriculture, MSME, industry play a very important role. As we all know that agriculture contributes about 17% towards GDP, and 60% of workforce is involved in the agriculture sector. And second, the MSME, which contributes 55% towards GDP, is the backbone of our economy, and industry contributes about 26% towards GDP. But there are some reforms which are required at the moment in order to strengthen the foundation of these three sectors. Because in agriculture, if you will compare the agriculture scenario of India and the other countries such as US and China, they are having less arable and cultivable land than us, but they are producing more than producing 3 to 4 times than us. So the technological aspects is something which is going to give India advantage, so that India can also give a competition to the other countries, especially the developed countries who are producing more than India in the agriculture sector. If I'll talk about the defense, so India makes sure that in the upcoming time India will reduce their dependency on the other countries for the defense imports, and also they come up with a negative import list to ban the various arms and ammunitions, and India will develop these all arms and ammunitions indigenously with the help of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, DRDO, and various other private agencies after the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative, where emphasis was given to the private industries to come up with the technology in the defense sector. And third, if I'll talk about technological aspects, so technology plays a very important role in order to shape the national interest, because technology is very much required in every sector. Maybe it is economy, maybe it is defense, and various other things. So we have to give more emphasis on the technological infrastructure, because the developed countries and the superpower like USA, they are giving more emphasis on the technology, so that they are coming with the best infrastructure, and that is used for the sake of their people. And last, if I'll talk about the diplomacy, so diplomacy plays a very important role in order to have a good relations with the other countries, maybe it is our neighbor or the western countries. Because in the last year in November only, India was invited in 3 meetings, and that is G20, ASEAN, and BRIC, where India played a very important role in order to share a very good bond with other countries. And diplomacy play a very important role in order to pacify the differences and disputes as well, because as at the present moment the crisis is going on in the Nepal, so India playing a very important role to solve this crisis as a friend. So at last, I would like to say that research and development is something where India has to work upon, because it is the only sector which is going to take India to a very far level, and India will give a good competition to the various superpowers which are in the existence right now. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. In today's lecture topic, that is India, a superpower, I'll be talking about how India can become a superpower. What are the things that India has to overcome in order to become a superpower? As of now, India's economy is quite struggling in this pandemic. But before this pandemic, it was doing quite well. And some of the researchers and analysts also declared or estimated that India would surpass US, the world's largest economy, in just a matter of few decades. But in the pandemic, we have seen that the economy was not even growing. It was on negative side of the scale. Talking about India's economy is the third largest, that is $5 trillion in terms of purchasing power. But in terms of GDP power, it has around $2.25 trillion, making it the 6th largest economy in the world. Now, economy is one thing that India has taken through in these decades after 1991, after the fall of Soviet Union. Moreover, India was the biggest buyer from Soviet Union until 1991. But after 1991, it has turned into a capitalist country. Moving on to the military might, India has the third largest standing army in the world with 13.4 lakh personnel and more personnel in reserves, fourth largest Indian Air Force fleet, and the seventh largest navy in the world. India is rapidly spending around 55 to 60 billion dollars on its military budget, making it one of the strongest economies which is spending this much amount on its militaries. But moreover, India has also started to make weapons at home and decided not to import such kind of weapons that can be made home. A beautiful example is the new assault rifle that is to be inducted into the Indian Army, that is AK-203, which has not yet started the manufacturing. Moreover, a superpower is defined not only by their economies and by their military might, but also how they influence the world. India is known for its calmness and patience and tolerance that India has showcased in the recent past as well. India has the power and the support from the world nations. A clear-cut example for this is that India is in the G4, the Great Four, competing with Brazil, Japan, and South Africa. Moreover, the 5 permanent members, out of these 5 permanent members, 4 have already supported India's inclusion into the Great Four country, into the veto power countries, except China. But China as well has supported India's inclusion to a large extent, but has some demands first of all. Moreover, talking about India's economy, and after talking about India's economy, military might and global support, there are few things that India has to overcome. First of them being the inequality. There is inequality in India in most of its spheres, including salaries, educations, colleges, and even opportunities. But more often we see that there are casteism which is involved into equality, making it even worse. Moreover, there is a lot of corruption in India as well. India is ranked 76th according to the Global Corruption Index. And Indians in a report have been reported that out of 9 in every 10 Indians have claimed that they have given bribery in terms of cash or any other thing to a government official. In the conclusion, I would like to say that there are few things that India has to work upon in order to become a superpower, though most of its way is clear, but still India has to pave through its way, make its way into the global stage, and perform well in the upcoming decades after the pandemic. Thank you.